Okay, so I have to get out of here soon. Like I went to bed at 9:30. I got up around 2:45 to wash my hair. I should have had a better plan, like since I had a day off. I should have washed my hair early in the morning, like the type A's. Like I have long hair and I like to achieve things, but I'm not like a type A person where I'm planning out my schedule with precision. Like, oh, getting up early in the morning. It's just like I I want long hair, but I try to make it work for me. So I really should have had all day to come out my hair, and it's always a mistake every single time when I wash my hair before I have to leave, and I need to be out of here by 6:15. Just like By the way, I'm wearing this dress that it's backless, and some people probably think, oh, they can't wear a dress like this. But what I do is I layer it. I'm gonna put I do lots of layers just because I like this dress. And some people are like, well, they could never wear a certain dress somewhere, but I dress how I like, and it has kind of like, once I start layering it, it kind of has like this 1940s vibe to it. Because I don't think I'd ever wear it backless. I don't wear strapless bras and whatnot, so I'd never wear it backless. But what I do is I put this like pencil skirt, which is really super tight. I got it at Target a few years ago, but it's super tight on its own, and I don't like how tight it looks, so I kind of like wearing this shorter dress over the tighter pencil skirt. And then I have like these little sweaters that you can use to cover spaghetti strap tops, and I wear that over it. So I layer things to my like on here on YouTube. I don't care if it's strapless and whatnot, but just like in public, like, you know, where you kind of need to dress more conservative, like, but you still want to have a certain style. I find that layering is the trick. And another thing is, I was watching this TED Talk about, it wasn't about minimalism, but it was about not letting, I can't remember the title of it, not letting the candle melt in your closet. And I think I've always kind of done that, like, where I do kind of, like, I dress up but keep it casual in a way, because I'll wear canvas shoes with dresses. But if I want to wear the dress, I'm gonna wear my dress. You know, I'm not gonna wait for a special occasion. I love dresses, and it's an everyday thing for me. And kind of like dressy casual. Like, I'm not super dressed up because I don't wear heels or stilettos, but I love to wear like tights with skirts and canvas shoes. So I dress up my way, but I guess one thing I've come to expect of myself was, okay, I'm really busy, but I make YouTube work for me. Like, I cram it in. Like, I was like, I want to do more YouTube videos. I want to see what I can do with my channel. When I get a thought in my head, I just go on overdrive, and I'm like, 4 hours sleep? Oh yeah, I can do that. Because this is the kind of person I am. Like, I actually need to be very kind of sleep deprived for a couple days to sleep an 8-hour night. I can't sleep a full 8 hours, and I know that about myself. Like, for years, I just never could. I just could never sleep at night. Anyway. Like, so rather than, I would get up and work on projects, and I still think, like, okay, I love long hair and whatnot, and that's what that video was about, yesterday, just talking about the direction of my channel and where it's going and what it's doing. And yeah, I guess it was kind of a struggle I had in my mind for a while, because I think we all know there's a certain channel, the YouTubers, about long hair, and I don't know who runs it, men, women, but it's kind of fantasy long hair. Okay, like, it's kind of fantasy land, because it's like, I don't know, like things that men probably think women do with their hair. Like, oh yeah, like, and you know, that's fine, it's cool, because I think everybody has really pretty long hair. But I kind of became all obsessed with this because I was a blogger before, but in the world of blogging, search engine traffic kind of dropped. So I put my mind to analytics, and I like to learn analytics search engine strategy. Although, you know, I have so much more to learn, but I see, like, like certain themes and what's popular, and some men like to look at women with long hair, and I think that's fine. Some of it's more of a fantasy thing, I think, on some channels. You know, that's just not. I mean, they're real people, but this is just not like daily life. So even though I kind of do long hair videos, yeah, I've edited some of my videos, but I still think I try to keep it, like, how do I put it this way, true to who I am as a person, you know, like. And if you're freaked out about the size of the bra showing in this dress, I would cover it up with a sweater, just if you're tuning in right now. Like, I layer it. So anyway, and I'm kind of irritated myself that I didn't get started earlier. You know what I kind of like about this bathroom? Yes, I know it has the irritating fan sound, but it's been my saving grace over the years because I don't use a hair blow dryer, and I've always been like, you know, my hair feels like it gets a little dry in here, not super dry, but a little, and it's because of the bathroom fan. It kind of sucks up all the moisture after a shower, and it's really great because instead of using heat on your hair or like a big fan, which you know, we have big fans in the house, but they're not mine, and I don't like a big fan. Like, it drives me nuts because it starts blowing and things are blowing. But I just like this little bathroom fan because it has some movement and circulation of air, and it sets up some of the moisture, you know? I like that. I really do. Although I think bathroom fan needs to be cleaned out. I need to call the maintenance. By the way, if you do rent, just story time a little bit, rent from a corporate apartment complex because, look, I have nothing. I feel like this is the problem with, like, I think it's good to be a landlord. I think that's wonderful, but I feel like it causes a lot of strained relations. Like, a lot of people I've met that knew somebody that they rented from, they kind of knew somebody. It's a strange situation because, like, I don't know, like, the people might have been acquaintances or friends before, and then in some circumstances, and then later they're just not. This is why I always, if you're gonna rent, just my 2 cents, rent from a corporate office because they hire people in the office that are employees. These people, like, some are better than others, but I've come overall to really love corporate rentals because in general, like, have more amenities and they have a little bit more accountability. And yes, I know if you're an individual renting out your house, like you can't be expected to do everything, but if you're a renter, you kind of want a place that's a little bit more maintained. And for me, just in my preference, those places tend to be like corporate run apartments. And if I'm always going to live in a corporate run apartment because I just feel like they're better managed and maintenance isn't as much of a hassle, and you're not like negotiating on your cell phone. Because look, I've rented from an individual before, and this is the thing I didn't like about it. It's their house, and you know it's their house, and you want to be respectful, but they want you, like, they'll be like, well, can you be there at this time? And, like, it makes you feel like, okay, you're renting, like, you don't want the headache of always being there when they're there, and, like, well, why don't, and I'd always be like, well, why don't you guys go do this and that? And then another thing, too, that I hated was, like, okay, I guess somebody stole something from the backyard we were renting. Like, there was a guy that rented the main house, and I rented this little house. Well, it had been a garage converted into a house. And then the next day they were, like, quizzing me if did I see if these propane tanks were stolen. I'm like, I didn't see that. And it's like they wanted you to know everything going on the property, whereas with a corporate apartment complex, they're going to have cameras and security's on their end. You're not, like, having to monitor everything outside. It's just, like, to me, it's less of a headache. If you're going to be a renter, and I know, look, I totally get it. I think that sometimes renters can be really rude to landlords and not treat a property well. That I don't agree with. But as a renter, just for my own satisfaction and peace of mind. I don't want to feel like, oh, like I have to have some sort of relationship with the landlord, and like just it's kind of a little too personal. Like, look, I can be friendly with some of the maintenance people that work in our complex because it's corporately managed, and some of them stay on for a few years, and you can be friendly with them. That's a little bit different. But I don't feel like, oh, there's this accountability because the owners of the corporate complex, they're not like personally invested in this. It's not like they're not going to let people trash their properties. You have to, maintain it. In fact, they specify in their rental agreements that cleaning is very important in the lease, but on the other end, they're just much better at maintaining a property because they want it to look good and they want to continue renting to people. So, to me, just if you want to save a lot of headache and you are a renter, I always recommend corporate managed apartments. They're just better in general because in our city, I kind of looked into moving, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because, like, just the situations where it's a landlord, the properties are really expensive. Like, they're more expensive than where I rent, and they're not that well maintained. And I don't know. And why would you want to pay more to live somewhere that's not that well maintained? I can't see it. I prefer a corporate rent because there's more. Like, the thing about the corporate rent apartments, they have more communities. So, like, they have more units. They don't have to charge as much. So, like, to me, it just makes more sense. And I feel like, too, like, well, I stopped going to some of the community events for a while. But recently, they aren't really having, like, community dinners. But they're having things like, oh, it's trail mix day. And you go in the office and they have trail mix. And I just have really liked, like, especially some of the new people working in this office, these corporate rent apartments, it's a very pleasant experience, like, as opposed to, oh, you're renting from this person that might or might not come to fix the heater. You don't know. Are they going to do it? Or they might say, hey, the last person, this was my fun time, the last person was a man and he knew how to fix the plumbing. And I'm like, well, I'm not. And then there's a guy that's not even the landlord, but he's supposed to be managing these apartments, right? He gets a free apartment out of it. He gets paid per the hour by the landlord. I find out later on. But he would come and kind of shame you and be like, well, we're just fixing this stuff like for free. We don't really have maintenance. And then there was an on-site maintenance guy that told me, well, that's not true. He lied to you. I get paid $10 an hour and have a free apartment, and that's part of why we're in these positions. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. It's just like you always felt like, I don't know. And then I knew somebody who, they were a really good tenant, like very clean, very respectful. They didn't have wild parties, but they kind of used to be friends with the person who rented to them. And I mean, not exactly friends, but more maybe acquaintances. And I think that relationship was kind of strained because they rented from the parents of the person that they were acquainted with, and it kind of just strained the friendship. And money and friendship isn't always a good idea. I mean, some people can be friends and business partners, like some bandmates and whatnot, but I don't know. I like to keep my friendships. I don't want to rent from a friend. I just would foresee that being problematic. Actually, I have another example in my own life. Like, back in my 20s, my friend, like, I love her so much, but she's very, very type A again. And I don't know, like, type A people, okay, that's great. I'm so glad that they have their way of doing things, but you don't want to live in type A person's house or even spend a lot of time in their house, because they'll be like, oh, like, your feet might go right here and they put something dirty here, and like they're just very very picky about everything, and you get kind of worried, And then what else? Oh yeah, so they used to have roommates, right? Like, they would rent out a room, and I guess they were in between roommates at that time, and they were saying that I should rent from them. But I'm glad I didn't, and this is why, because she said, well, we dry off inside the shower, and not one drop of water can come out of the shower, and then what else? Like, they were just like, and you could only have certain kinds of trash in your room, and they're like, and they had all these rules, and I was thinking that it just didn't feel like it would be very pleasant to live with them. And then you're renting from these people, but they don't really want you. They want you to just kind of stay in your room, or you're a part of the house. You can't go into other parts of the house. And if you rent your own unit, like corporate apartment, managed apartment, it's kind of nice because yes, the units are a little bit cheaper than privately owned, rented out apartments or houses, and they tend to have more amenities like washer, dryer. They come fix stuff. You don't have to panic, So you have to think about like what's most conducive to you. And for me, as a renter, my preference has been corporate managed apartments. Like they're just maintained better. You don't feel stressed out about maintenance, because like to me, this is my number one thing. I'm not gonna rent from you if you don't maintain your property like to the hiltlands of that. Like it has to be maintained to the max. And I will not rent a place where they don't want to have proper lighting outside, where they don't come fix the heater, things like that. If you can't maintain your property, I don't want to rent from you. And I just so with a friend, I didn't rent a room from her because I knew that situation wasn't going to work out. But that back house I was renting, it only lasted for, 3 weeks, because I right away knew I want to be in an apartment complex. Even though those ones weren't corporately managed, I knew it was going to be better. So right away I was trying to move. And another thing that bothered me was you'd write them a check for the rent, and you'd go to balance your checkbook, because, I was always taught by my mom, like, though now I just do it electronically, balance your checkbook, and then this like privately owned unit you're renting, they don't even cash your check right away. He's like, well, I'm just busy, I cashed it on this day. And I'm like, okay. And you're just like, yeah, I don't know, there's just a lot of things I personally do not enjoy about that situation. But if you like it, you should rent in those situations if it works for you. If you think you can rent from a friend and it's not gonna like compromise your friendship, go for it, definitely. But in my case, my experience, no, it usually like would win a friendship. But that's just me. Everybody has a different experience, I guess. So yeah, those are my thoughts while I'm detangling my hair at 4 a.m. because, hey, I'm busy, but I like cram a lot of things into my life. The one thing I regret was I wanted to film making an apple pie. I really wanted to do that, and it didn't happen because I was making the sunflower video, and I'm feeling guilty because I have all those organic apples sitting in the fridge waiting for me. Anyway, do I really need to eat apple pie? Probably not. I should just be eating raw apples, but I've been eating raw apples. So delightful, I'm telling you. Raw apples that are organically and homegrown, not like this store-bought stuff. Anyway, I'm just prattling on into the wee hours of the morning. So let's see. Maybe go up again. Like to start from here. I no longer seem talking because I realized I probably shouldn't chat when I'm on a deadline to detangle or semi-detangle. I don't, another pro tip, my experience, not other people's experience, but mine solely. My hair is not 100% dry when I leave the house, like, no matter what length. I don't have to have dry hair. In fact, personally, like, back in the day when it was easier to come out my hair, I preferred it on the wetter side because the braid would just look sleeker and it would maintain its thing, and I would love a wet braid throughout the day because then the next day it would dry throughout the day. Well, it might take a long time to dry actually, but I never felt like my hair had to be 100% dry when I left the house because I like that sleek back look. I just love it to pieces. Like, this is where you have to get kind of long hair individualistic because some people, like, they have to have fully dried hair before they leave the house. Never me. Like, if it's in a braid, it has a slightly slick back look. I feel like it's easier to braid that way. I mean, now that it's getting longer, I can't comb out my hair that fast, but like when it was up to here and I washed it, I probably washed it a little bit less than I do now. It was easier to comb out, like it took an hour maybe. But I think, honestly, if you want to be 100% best with your hair, you really should wait until it's probably drier. Like, I should have washed it yesterday morning and combed out watering. These are the things I know. But I want to have long hair, but I'm not type A, so I have to accept it, right? And when you're not type A, you want to get a lot of things done. You can do things, by the way. You don't have to be type A to get things done because, look, I've been realizing I push myself. Like, I have a really intense, busy schedule outside of the house, but I still push myself to do YouTube. Like, I'm doing a lot. I don't really sleep a lot. Anyway. The only reason I started doing that again, though, is because I started seeing some efforts from my channel and some interest. So, I do want to, like, if there's an interest, continue to create things. I'm never really sure what's going to be interesting to people per se. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll see if I ever have another viral video. If I do, then maybe I'll know what exactly it is that people are looking for. Because Bono still hasn't found what he's looking for. Maybe everybody knows what they're looking for. I don't know. I'm just very silly here. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Know like how I came up with these ideas for what I do with my hair, but just like when it's wet, I just towards the bottom I just kind of gently detangle it. Probably if I don't have enough time to finish combing out my hair, I will put it in a braid. I haven't clipped my hair up for a few weeks because I was just trying to wear it in a braid more the last couple weeks, but I think maybe this side I started combing out very successfully. It's been quite the easy side to come out. Back, I just kind of
The back really detangles easily on my hair. Just that section has always detangled easily.
This section detangles very easily. The right hand side of my hair has always been the hardest to detangle easily. I used to go to this side to detangle first for some reason. And then I had to train myself. I don't know. For some reason, hair videos kind of helped me do this because I started becoming more aware of how I was doing it. I'd be like, well, I don't evenly, because it used to be that this side would be more tangling than that side. So I started starting with this side because I'm like, you know what, we need to even it out. So, like, now this side I have to work on. This side got really more tingly in the shower. I think because I was kind of rinsing on this side. But I have a secret about how I wash my hair. It's not the way that they tell you to do it. I wash my hair in hot water. Well, not scalding hot water, but warm water. Since I don't put any heat on my hair, if I'm only washing my hair every other week, or like every 2 weeks, my hair gets wet in the shower, by the way, so sometimes my scalp gets wet from just being in the shower because I don't wear a shower cap. And then my scalp is wet when I'm combing out my hair, but an actual thorough washing of my hair, like, I use warm water because I love a warm shower. And I tried to kind of rinse it off in cooler water this time, the last couple times, but honestly, like, I just don't love cool water. Like, I'm not a big, and I don't, they always say, oh, you need to wash your hair in cold water. But again, okay, the same people that say you have to wash your hair in cold water, next thing they're doing is they're taking a hot flat iron that heats it to how many degrees, and they're putting that on their hair. So, like, to me, I don't know. I don't see how washing your hair in hot water is any worse. Like, since it's probably not the best. I haven't ever had, like, bad experiences. And then when I try to wash my hair in cold water, I just feel cold. I get cold really easily. Especially, like, with the way that Californians love to run an air conditioner. I hate air conditioner. By the way, do you know what a warm-up walk is? It's where, if you're cold, like, because Southern Californians love their air conditioning. We live in Southern California and it's hot, right? But everybody just needs that air conditioner. I have to go for warm-up walks where I escape air-conditioned buildings, and at lunch you go for an hour-long walk to warm up. And I always have to escape the air conditioning and bring sweaters, like you have to bundle it up. And I just don't like air conditioning. I'm like, ugh, air conditioning. If I lived by myself, I would have the lowest utility bill on the planet. I would just have the window open, even if it was 100 degrees. I would rarely, if never, run an air conditioner. I'm not an air conditioning fan. I do like warmer weather, even though I grew up in the mountains and it snowed, but it's Southern California, okay? Our mountains are not the Rockies, they're not Alaska. Like, it would snow one week and then be warm the next in February. So, I don't know. And I haven't been living in the mountains continuously since I was a kid. Maybe a little bit in my 20s, but for the last, 12 years I've been living down here where it's warm. So I like it. And that's just what I'm used to, Oh, I like when I start pulling out my hair, like, because I detangle very gently. The sections come up, well, see, but that's the thing. I can see where I should do it lower. Lower on the hair shaft. So I already see where it's tingly. And I always am going to mid-hair shaft, and I know you should do that. I know you need to start at the ends. See, this is one thing I'm not the best at. They're always like, start at the ends. I'm not always good at starting my ends. Like, I know that. And it's just something, I guess, having long hair, I kind of struggle with a little, My one sister who's, like, I don't know, she has kids. She thinks having super long hair is a waste of time. Like, your hair's up to here, okay? She's like, you waste so much time on your hair, like, are you bored? And I'm like, I love having long hair, I do. It is more time consuming. And like, okay, going from this length of hair a couple of years ago to almost knee length hair, it's been like exponentially more time for me. I know some people, okay, I guess they have mega long hair and they can detangle their hair in an hour. And it's perfectly detangled. Not the story of my life. Of course, maybe they're not Chetty Cathy's. I don't know what they're doing differently than me. Whatever they're doing is differently than what I'm doing. You know? But whatever. It's all good. I mean, I'm just not going to rush at detangling my hair. I'm never going to be like, oh, I detangle my hair in 7 minutes. Because even when it was shorter, it used to take me an hour. When I think about it, it always took me about an hour. And even then, I would have to go through the next day. Like, I have a method. And it's always been this way. Like, first day you comb through your hair, but it's not completely free of the tangle wangles. Even when I was up to here, it's not completely free. First day you comb through your hair after the shower. Then maybe that night or the next day you brush it out, and that's when you get almost every tangle out. Like, it has to be a couple. Now that it's getting longer, the thing I love is I don't have to wash my hair. I was washing my hair too frequently, even when it was short, in my opinion. I didn't need to wash my hair every other day, because when I was a kid, like in high school, I used to wash it once a week. That's good enough. You don't need to wash your hair every other day. I don't care who you are, unless you have super oily hair. Like, well, this was the thing. And we all have different hair types, right? We all have different hair types. But I'm a little bit of a mixy mix, because I am West European and West Asian, like near a mix of English, Syrian, German. Like, it's interesting, like your hair type takes on different characteristics, but mine, I think, like just more of a Syrian Lebanese hair type, because my dad actually, he had long hair, and he had the curly, like Lebanese Syrian hair. Like, it wasn't super curly, but he had curlyish hair, and like, but my hair, like, it does maintain a wave a little bit, and it has a waviness to it. It's not as curly as his, but when it gets wet, it can be wavy. My hair is more of that characteristic, I think, than just like, of course, I mean, there are Western European with 6 straight hair, but it's just, there's a difference. Like, my mom would always be like, she had extremely oily hair, and she felt like she had to wash it every day or something, like, and I never understood that, because I never had, like, my hair would always be dry, like, and then I learned more about hair oiling. Like, she'd be like, oh my gosh, you're like we had this Yves Rocher oil, and it said you could put it in your hair, and she goes, you're gonna get oily hair, and I'm like, no, I need oil in my hair. Like, maybe there's some people, they cannot put oil in their hair, I don't know, like different hair types. I just know mine, like, oil, like, even right now, even though I wash my hair, what do I do? It kind of helps me comb it out better. It's going to help me mega a lot. Oh yeah. I mean, I drenched my hair, just tiny bit of shampoo, tiniest bit of shampoo. Then 1/4 of the conditioner bottle, because I always use about 1/4 of this kind, or if it's a big one, like, I use a lot of conditioner. And then after I shower and throughout the weeks, oil, like oil to the max. Like, my hair gets wet in the shower and kind of, the oils kind of wash off, dissipate. But oiling hair even after a shower, it's what the doctor, or like, I'm putting oil on clean hair, because I learned, like, oil will help you detangle. And right away, like, adding some of this oil to my hair, I feel like that's what I need. Because basically, the only point of washing your hair is to, like, kind of declutter your scalp, in my opinion. It's not to dry out your scalp. I want to have dried out hair. And if I don't put moisture back in my hair, it will get frizzy, and that's not what I want. I don't want my hair to be frizzy. So I am not shy in the oil department. And lately I've just been using, because I have the Yves Rocher oil. It's the gardenia one. And yeah, I could be buying a better shampoo and conditioner, but I don't know, like, This one's almost as good as the Palmer's Everyday Coconut. Or this one. The sulfate free VO5, $1.99. Yeah, buddy. Like, it's so good. I got some conditioner on my hand, and I might just leave it in here. Like, on here. Get it a little wet, maybe. Let me kind of detangling a little bit more. Because I think my hair needs it. Detangling. Trying to drink more water. I'm not a big water slurper. Drinking water is a struggle. I want to buy a water distiller and bubbly because soda stream, I mean not bubbly, soda stream. I think the sparkling water is the only way I'm gonna be more of a water slurper. And you know, like I was talking about this in another video, like the people who drink like the big things of water, and like I'll just eat an apple, thank you very much. I'm never gonna be a big giant water slurper. You can't be someone I'm not, like forcing yourself to slurp down copious amounts of water. It just feels so like not me. Still feel like my hair is tangling at the end. I want to detangle. Shouldn't go that fast. So this is why I think I should have waited and did this in the morning time. This part, this is much less tingly. Much less. Love it. This part is really detangled very nicely. I'm laying down and my hair is touching my knees, okay? I'm not lying. Watch. I'm just bending down and like it's already getting to that level. Like, anyway, I probably need to finish up. Bye.